Welcome to another episode of Ask MA the podcast. If you want to be part of the show, let's say you have some stories, questions, or if you need some advice, send me a message on my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at MABuendiaHD and I will give you a call. Alright guys, so we have a guest on the line. She is Bora, 35 from Antipolo. Hi Bora, welcome to the program and what do you want to talk about?
Hi! So, nakikinig ako ng mga podcast mo. So, parang most of them, parents, family. So, try natin yung boss naman.
Oh yeah, okay. What problem do you have with your boss? Okay.
Don't get me wrong, yung company, sobrang okay. Siyempre, hindi naman ako magtatagal kung hindi ko get dun, diba?
How long have you been there?
7 years.
Okay.
O, diba? So, parang okay naman siya. Tapos, yung mga previous boss ko, okay din. Wala rin naman perfect boss. Pero meron talagang boss na, alam mo yung hindi siya nakaka-motivate. Kasi sa akin kasi, hindi nag-work sa akin yung parang feeling strict siya, parang may tendency kasi siya nagpa-power trip siya. So, for example, may sinabi sa akin na ayaw mo or blah, blah. Parang may tendency siya balikan ka, which is yung sa alam mo yearly, yung may inaano ka, nire-rate ka. So,
okay.
dun magde-depend yung mo. May parang tendency siya.
Nagre-retaliate siya. So,
nagre-retaliate siya. Ayun yun.
gaano mo nakatagal na boss to?
Basta hindi pa katagalan. Pero kasi nung una, syempre, you give him a chance kasi parang, bago.
Yeah.
Let's give him a chance. Diba, ganyan. Kasi parang may pagka-rude talaga siya sumagot. Kunyari, may tinanong siya, anong gusto niyo? Kunyari, for example, team building. Saan niyo gusto kumain? Ganyan. Saan niyo gusto? Magbibigay kami, mag-joke kami. Diba, ang tanong ko lang ganito? Ayun yung pinaka-ayaw ko sa kanya talaga.
Ano to? Single ba to? Is he gay or...
Single siya. Actually, iniisip ko ba kung ganun ba ginawa niya sa akin dahil nainis siya dahil nagkasagutan kami or what? Tapos, binalikan niya ako sa... Kung ngayon wala akong boss.
Are you the only one experiencing that sa team?
Hindi rin sa team namin. Kasi syempre, tinatry ko rin assess yung sarili ko. Diba?
Yeah. May mga na-experience nga rin akong ganyan. You know, I've been with, different bosses din kasi, from my previous company, I've experienced, nice boss, understanding boss, like parang friends mo. And then boss who are just really like toxic.
Ay, sinabi mo pa. Kasi alam mo, di ba, parang before sa kanya, nung bago din yun, maraming inis doon. Pero nung hinandle niya kami, okay naman. Tapos hindi siya strict. Tapos parang hindi siya nakaka-stress na boss.
Yeah.
Oo, sobrang chill lang niya. Kasi para sa akin, hindi naman estudyante ba kami? Kasi parang inisip namin, may kailangan ka ba mapatunayan? Kumbaga, kasi ang dami nagsabi yung team namin, maraming mga strong yung personality. Kailangan ba? Ganun ka? Kasi hindi mag-work yung nakaka-stress. Alam mo?
Exactly.
Tsaka, outside the team, maraming nagpukwento. Ako yung boss mo, makabastos talaga.
You know what? It's not the job that makes a workplace toxic. It's the people, especially the people that you work for or you work with. How long has he been in the company, by the way? Like, matagal na ba siya?
Matagal na rin siya. Yung mga galamay niya, alam mo na, pag nagbigay akong feedback, makakarating yun sa kanya.
Oh, shoot. Like, yeah. Sometimes, some solutions sa mga ganyan, you really have to leave, find a better place or anything. But at this point, in the middle of a pandemic, it's not practical to quit your job just because of... Kasi, in your next job, probably you will meet na worse pa sa kanya or katulad niya rin. So, right now, are you guys in the office or are you guys working from home?
Working from home. Pero syempre, mag-feel mo pa rin yung presence.
Ping ng ping? Or chat ng chat to? Email ng email?
Kasi parang kami chat eh. Group chat pag may shift. So, parang mag-feel mo pa rin yung may ganun pa rin. Yeah. May ganun pa rin.
Yung mga epal. So, what more pa kung magkasama kayo sa office, right?
Ang lang kasi sa kanya, yung parang namimili siya. Pag alam niyang kaya niya, pabastusin niya rin ang sagot. Pero pag meron kasi kung may teammate din ako na super strong ang personality, hindi niya makaya-kaya. So, okay. Ano yun? Anong trip mo? Parang gano'n. Parang yun yung nakakasama ng loob. May teammates tayo Alam mo kung paano maging ahente. Bakit gano'n? Kasi parang hindi siya pro-agent na boss.
a lot of people are good as individual contributors. Okay? So, I mean, maganda yung stats nila, mataas yung mga scores or whatever. And then, syempre, sila nagiging parang superstar sa team. Sila yung mga nabibigyan ng mga opportunities for training and then for promotion. Maybe connections? I mean, sip-sip ba to? Or ass kisser ba siya?
Ganun lang yung nafe-feel namin, pero we don't know, di ba? O malay mo, ganun lang gusto niya i-portray dahil alam nga niya mga strong ang personality niya. Pero hindi kasi isa takot siya eh. Di ba minsan pagbago ka siguro, yung nagpapa-impress ka sa...
Yeah. Well, anyway, some people are like that. You know, as I was saying, sometimes they get to a certain position and then once they got there, nothing really happens. You know, doon naman nalaman na wala pala silang people skills. Yeah, that's something na hindi mo agad matututunan sa simpleng module lang or training. It's something na parang innate sa'yo or something na na-develop. How can you probably like help him? Do you think there's hope for this guy? Kasi sometimes it's just feedback actually na para malaman niya na parang he is crossing the line, he is coming across na negative na towards sa mga employees. Do you have like parang senior manager niya that you can talk to? Or
Alam niya, tinatanong niya ako, too much ba yun or ganito, yan, sinasabi niya. Tapos, hindi ko alam ba't tinidedman niya. Pag nasa-stress siya, hindi niya na-handle mabuti.
So basically, he cannot work under pressure.
Lalo na itong pandemic, mas nakaka-stress maging boss niya kasi di ba, you're trying to weigh everything.
Correct. May mga team building na ba na nangyari sa inyo? Kasi probably there. I mean, you should learn to understand where he is coming from or probably learn something more about him. May mga ganun na ba kayong conversations?
Actually kasi, ang team building namin, hindi kami allowed ng overnight. So, to avoid mga, alam mo na, so walang chance. So, parang, at saka kasi yun nga, parang, yung pinakamabait na ka-department namin, parang nabastos niya at nagreklamo. Hindi naman totally nagreklamo sa upper management. Sinabihan niya yung isang friend niya. Tapos pinento sa akin. So, ibig sabihin yung ganun kabait na tao na parang may mali talaga.
Yeah, well, feeling ko for me, if I were in your shoes, you know, I'll just keep the relationship professional, be more civil, and then at the end of this, you know, probably once you go back to the office or once everything is back to normal, and then just try if something has changed. Baka magkaroon na siya ng self-assessment kasi it's gonna be within him, you know. Parang siya yung dapat maka-realize na parang okay, I'm becoming toxic and then people are leaving already. There's a thin line between your work ethic and your personality. Okay, some people are just really bad at work. You know, they just can't do stuff. They arrive late. They just don't focus or they underperform. But they are kind. You know, they are respectful. You know, you can be friends with them outside the office. Pero some people naman na parang sobra silang achiever, sobra silang ganito, very by the book, pero they are just assholes. It's actually harder to work with those people rather than those people who are just really, alam mo yun, low-key. Siguro kung wala tayo sa pandemic, I would tell you to consider going to a different project or, you know, doing some crazy moves like, you know, escalating him or causing trouble there or, you know, rallying your troops.
Yun ang thing kasi ngayon, di ba?
Yeah, it's very hard right now. You know, as much as possible, you just want to be safe, especially, you know, have a stable income, you know, keep your employment kasi ang hirap mag-start over and then if it's gonna be in a different company, hindi mo rin alam yung mga uncertainties, right? And then, you know, your insurance, you know, if you're going to start over and then if he message you or anything, just go ahead and reply kung ano lang yung kailangan niya. And then, if ever man na meron siya mga ginagawa dyan na whatever, just don't focus on it. Focus on your work, your own numbers, your performance, and then just deal with it or just let's cross the bridge when we get there na meron na tayong options na to kick him out or to just really escalate him or to probably look for something else. At least you were able to vent out your frustrations or anything. But at this point, ano yung plans mo if ever man na talagang it becomes worse?
Sa ngayon, di ba, parang, sige, taste muna, kaya pa naman, di ba? Tsaka kasi ang nakakasama ng loob dito, ako kasi, sasagot ako pag feeling ko tama ako. May nakasagutan na din akong boss. Pero yun, magaling siya. Nung sinabi ko sa kanya mga ayaw sa kanya, nagbago siya. Dapat kasi ganun eh, di ba? Parang, you take it positively. So, nung nasagot ko siya, naging okay siya. Meron din ako isa nakasagutan, naging okay din naman kami.
It's very hard when your career is actually dependent on other people, right? Like right now, kung ganyan na nagre-retaliate siya, I mean, ano pa yung growth mo sa company na yan? I think for me, here's a piece of advice. I mean, be careful with opening up to a lot of your coworkers or friends regarding your your concerns, because you don't know who's gonna throw you under the bus.
Yun nga
Some
eh.
people are just very competitive that they will like betray you, or pwedeng ipagkalat nila yan and then it will bite you in the ass. So again, just be professional. Just clock in and then clock out. Clock in, do your job, and then clock out. Especially right now, if we're going to talk through chat, so there's a black and
Oo.
white, or there's a receipt of your conversation. So be very careful with your chat messages, or with your emails with your coworkers, kasi ayaw natin na it will affect your career in the company, because you've been there for like quite some time. So 7 years is something to really consider. Avoid any unnecessary drama sa office ngayon. Focus on something else sa life mo. Work is
Correct.
just 8 hours of your time a day, and there are way more things that you can channel your energies on, especially sa bahay with your family. So yeah, I mean, don't overthink about it. For me, it's best that you were able to acknowledge how you feel, and a lot of our listeners can probably relate to your story right now, since they felt na they're stuck in an unhealthy or a toxic work environment, which is very unfortunate. Pero you just really have to be very wise with your actions, because some people are way more depressed, especially if they are jobless. So we are still privileged to have this source of income. Just don't focus on this asshole. So all right.
Okay.
Yeah, if ever you have other concerns, or anything else, or any updates on this story, let us know, and then we will have another call. But so far, thank you so much for being a part of the show. I really appreciate your time, and thanks for sharing your story, Bora.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
You take care. Bye-bye. Be well.
Bye.
Okay, guys, so that has been Ask MA the podcast. Thank you so much for being with us. And again, if you want to be part of the show, go ahead and share your stories, ask me some questions or advice. Just message me on my Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at MABuendiaHD, and I'll give you a call. I love you for listening, and let's talk next time. Bye!